Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. This is Monica and welcome you all to our YouTube channel Mathalog. So in previous video we have discussed what is 0 and how we can find the value of 0 when we have graph. So this is the exercise 2.1 which is based on the same concept. So let's get it started. So question number 1, then this is the first graph. So we have to find how many numbers of 0 here. So this is the line polynomial and you can see here this polynomial is just parallel to x-axis. So we can't find out an intersection point in x-axis. It means no intersection point with x-axis. It means no 0. Part there is no 0. So now let's move to the second part. We can see here this is the polynomial. And this polynomial intersect x-axis at only one point. So, and this is also intersection point, but it is on y-axis, so we will not consider it. So it means there is number of zeros is 1 only. Now move to the third part. So this is the polynomial. So now how many intersection points with x-axis? This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, right? So number of zeros for this graph is 3. Now move to the fourth part. To the fourth part, as we can see, this graph cuts x-axis at 2 points. Okay, so number of zeros are 2. Here how many? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So number of zeros are 4. And here also we can see this graph touch x-axis, right? So this we will consider this 1 point and this is second and this is the intersection point. Okay, so number of zeros are here 3. Concept relationship between zeros and coefficients. So already we have studied about the zeros. What is zeros? We call zeros roots of the equation, solution of the equation, or value of x, right? So all meanings are same. And coefficient of polynomials mean any number which is multiplied with variable is called coefficient. As we can see here, this is a linear polynomial ax plus b, right? So here the coefficient of x is a because a is multiplied by x. So here what we are going to do, see, this is the equation. I'm going to write quadratic equation here, right? So here we will study relationship between zeros. Okay, so zeros can be in any form, in any variable. It could be in form of x and y and alpha and beta. Okay, in any form it could be. So we will study the relationship between these zeros and their coefficient. Coefficient means a, b, c, right? Because a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is a constant. So we are going to study this concept. So here we are going to take a quadratic equation. So we will find value of 0 for this quadratic equation. How? By splitting middle term. So we are going to split here minus 8x into minus 6x minus 2x, right? So further we will follow these steps and at last we have found this is the equation and we have values of zeros. Now see, these are the values of factors, right? X minus 1 and x minus 3. So now how we can find the value of 0 with factors? So this is the factor number 1, x minus 1 equals to 0, x minus 3, okay, equals to 0. So like this we will find the value of 0. So value of 0 is 1 and 3. Now what we are going to do? Now we will find the value of sum of its zeros. So 1 plus 3 equals to 4. And we also observe it is the same value when we keep here coefficient of x like this and dividing by coefficient of x square with negative sign. So both things will give the same value. And for product of 0, 1 into 2 equals to 3. And when we will keep constant term at numerator, that is 6, and coefficient of x square, that is 2, the answer will be same, 3, right? So this is one example and this is the second example. Same things are repeating here. So we will move to the conclusion directly. What is the conclusion? Is alpha plus beta, and alpha and beta are the values of zeros of polynomial. So alpha plus beta, sum of zeros equals to minus b upon a. So minus b is coefficient of x square, coefficient of x, right? And a is the coefficient of x square. So like alpha into beta, we can write like this, C upon A, right? So you don't need to think much, just learn the formula. So now we can understand this concept, how we can apply this formula in questions. So there is example number 2. What is the question? We have to find the value of 0 for this quadratic equation and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So first we will find the value of 0 by splitting middle term. Then we will verify the relationship. It means for verification, what we are going to do? We will find first left hand side value, right? Alpha plus beta. We will add zeros, or we will add the values of zeros. Then we will find value of this. Okay, and if both the values will be equal, it means we have done verification correctly. This is a quadratic equation, and by splitting middle term, these are the factors of the equation. So these are the factors. So value of this is 0 when x plus 2 equals to 0, means value of first factor is 0, or value of second factor will be 0. This equation to be 0 when either this value will be 0 or this. So here you can see we can write like this. Okay, x plus 2 equals to 0 or x plus 5 equals to 0. So for first equation, value of x is minus 2. It means this is the value of our first 0, and this is x equals to minus 5. So this is the value of second 0. So now sum of zeros we can find easily. Alpha plus beta. This is the formula. I'm again going to write here. So minus 2 minus 5 will be minus 7. Right? So this is the value of sum of 0, alpha plus beta. Now for verification, we will find the right hand side, minus b upon a. So minus b upon a, we are going to find the value of b is 7, minus 7 upon a, and value of a is 1, because here 1 is multiplying by x square. So in both cases, you can see the value is same. It means this is a true. Correct. So we have done our verification. So now move to the third example. So look at here, find the 0 of the polynomial. Yes, so here you can see polynomial is x square minus 3. So for finding values of factors, first how you will do here, because here you can see there is no middle term, means there is no value of x, right? So how we are going to find factors here? To them, they have applied this identity, right? A square minus b square equals to a minus b into a plus b. Accordingly, we can write 3 like that, under root 3 and under root 3. Okay, if we multiplying under root 3 by under root 3, it will be 3. Okay, so they have just we put here formula and just directly they have found the values of factors, right? So I have another way. You can also find like that. You have to find the value of 0. It means the equation, the value of the equation should be 0. If I'm putting this minus 3 to the other side of equal, it will be like this. So value of x will be under root plus minus under root 3. So it is a quadratic equation. So one value of x will be plus 3 and one value of x will be minus 3. So this is the value of first 0 and this is the value of second 0. Okay, so now we will find the sum of 0, means alpha plus beta. So that is 0. Okay, and now this value we will find 0. Now we will find the value with the help of formula minus b upon a. So this is the quadratic equation. X square minus 3 equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation. What is the value of middle part? I'm going to write like that. Okay, so there is a middle part, but the value of middle part is 0 here. So we can write the value of a is 1 and value of b is 0, right? Because 0 is multiplying by x here. Now value of c is minus 3. So now we can find the value of minus b upon a. So 0 upon 1, it will be 0. So you can see here both values are same. Doing same for the product of 0. So values will be same. So our verification is done. To find we have to find a quadratic polynomial and sum and product of whose zeros are given. Means we have alpha plus beta minus 3 and we have alpha into beta 2. Okay, it's kind of problems. You will see a formula. For this formula, you don't need to do any calculation. Just put the value of sum of 0 here, that is minus 3, and put the value of product of 0, that is 2. Okay, and you can find the answer directly, right? So these all concepts we have done for quadratic equation. So for quadratic equations, number of zeros are 2. So that is why we used here alpha and beta. So now we are moving to cubic equation. For cubic equation, we are going to use here alpha, beta, because this is cubic equation. So we will have 3 numbers of zeros. So there is third 0, that is called gamma. Yes, so this is the formula. Just learn the formula. Sum of zeros minus b upon a. So I'm going to write here for quadratic as well so that you can compare. So sum of zeros is same for both. This is for quadratic and this is for cubic, right? So sum of zeros values are same for both equation. Now product of zeros is c upon a. This is for quadratic. So yes, the second value is same, but this is not for the product of all zeros. Okay, this is the value of alpha into beta plus beta into gamma, right? So you can learn like that. Second value is same, but the product of all zeros is, this is different, this is new here, minus d upon a. Okay, so this is the only difference here. So it is also mentioned here that it is not very important from the exam point of view, but still you should know about the solution of this part. So question is, verify that these are three zeros. These are the values of three zeros. This is the cubic polynomial, and verify their relationship between the zero and coefficient. We are going to verify that these the zeros of this equation. So how we can find out? If it is zero of this equation, it means these values will be satisfying this equation. How? If we put these values, zeros is for x. I'm going to replace x in this equation by 3. So the value of this equation should be 0. If it is 0, it means it is satisfying, otherwise it is not. So this is the whole process. You can see this is the result. 3 minus 1 and minus 3 are the 0. It's confirmed now. This is the zeros. Now we will verify relationship with the help of this formula. Okay, so find the value, left hand side value and right hand side value, and then compare. So for today, and other questions, other exercise we will continue in next video. Till then you have to do practice on the same concept, and if you have any doubt you can text me. And don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos. Till then, bye bye and take care.